Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today, first of all, I want to say Happy New Year. It's 2019 when I'm recording this, which is freaking crazy to think about. Really excited about everything that happened in 2018, but really excited for 2019 for all the new content to come. As always, guys, let me know what type of content you guys are liking, what type of content you're not liking down below in the comments in all of these videos, specifically this one, and I'm going to be replying to your comments and really putting out content that you guys want to see. But in this specific video, I've been getting a lot of people actually asking for a Mage update, right? It's been maybe a few weeks since 8.1 came out. I did a Mage update on kind of what I've been playing on my Mage a few weeks ago, and I want to give you guys another update on still what I'm playing on my Mage, what talents I'm playing, what honor talents I'm playing, and stuff like that. So I kind of have two builds going on right now. Actually, the second one's in my bank, so I'll start flying over there right now. But the first build that I'm playing with, the first build I call the Greater Pyroblast build, and the second build I call the Fireball build. And in this Greater Pyroblast build, I'm doing Searing Touch, Greater Pyroblast, Controlled Burn, Flame On, and this is what we're very familiar with from last patch, and very familiar with from a lot of the Rogue Mage 2v2 games that I've been playing in, and I'll be showing you guys a game here in a second as well, kind of showing you guys how this is played. But with this specific build, guys, I'm actually playing Controlled Burn, so my Ignite ticks quicker, right? Ignite deals its full damage 100% faster. It's getting those ticks really fast with double Battlefield Focus, Battlefield Focus in the helm and Battlefield Focus in the shoulders. So when we get that Battlefield Focus proc, it's going to be doing a ton of damage. Since there's two of them, it actually adds together on that Battlefield Focus proc, but it's also going to be taking damage from Ignite. So Ignite is going to be ticking that so fast. And the way Mastery works, guys, is that your target burns for additional damage caused by Fireball, Fire Blast, Scorch, Pyro, Meteors, basically anything. If this effect is reapplied, any remaining damage will be added to the new Ignite. So basically, with that Mastery and that Controlled Burn, any damage you're doing is sparking Battlefield Focus from that dot. So it's basically just ticking really fast all of the time. So it basically just synergizes very well. So that's why I've been really liking this build. Now, a build like this, guys, I think is great in a game that goes relatively quick. Rogue Mage 2v2, maybe an RMP3's game. But if you're playing a longer game and you can find yourself getting more value out of fireballs, out of combustion, and you really want to, not just sit back and cast pies, but be very active, then I would recommend the Fireball build, which I'll jump into in a second here. I think I have the gear in my bank. And that's really just playing triple Flames of Alacrity, and all of that gears here. So I'll actually throw on Flames of Alacrity Helm, Shoulders, and Chest Piece. And what this trait does is it gives you additional haste when you're not critting with Fireball. And what that's going to do is allow you to stack up a ton of haste with enhanced pyrotechnics, giving you additional crit and additional haste every time your Fireball fails to critically strike. So you can just rack up a ton of haste and a ton of fireballs. Now, with this spec, I actually like to play Pyromaniac, I like to play Firestarter, and I like to play Flame Cannon. And this is the build I was talking about a month ago or a couple of weeks ago when I made the update video. Now, I think this build would do very good in threes, maybe playing FMP, maybe playing RMP, or maybe playing a composition where you actually have a healer, so not in a 2v2 double DPS situation, but have a healer, have some longevity, and you're really continuing pressure, continuing damage, and then popping the combustion to actually force defensive cooldowns and that eventual kill. So these are kind of the two specs that I'm playing around with. To be completely honest, I have been enjoying the Greater Pyroblast Controlled Burn build a little bit more with Searing Touch. With this build, you're either casting Greater Pyroblast or Scorch, or you're just setting up one-shots with Meteor, Fire Blast, and Pyro. So you're not casting many fireballs at all, and you're really just going for the big one-shots here with this spec, which is, of course, what I enjoy. Definitely a lot of fun. Now, I think there are more options, and I guess I didn't mention the chest piece in this first build. The reason being, a few of you are probably like, why are you running Blaster Master in the chest? I would recommend playing the highest item level chest. There is no battlefield focused chest piece, so just the highest item level chest you can find with solid second and third tier traits. So this specific chest is 385 item level, pretty okay. And it has overwhelming power, which is best in slot for that second tier, and resounding protection is pretty solid for that third tier. So we have a nice defensive trait, we have the overwhelming power, best in slot, second trait, and the Blaster Master is not great, but it's not terrible. It gives me a little extra mastery on burst, and something like this might break CC. So I actually have been playing with Blaster Master here in the chest for no other reason than it's a high item level chest. Now you could do some type of build with, 1 Flames of Alacrity and then double Battlefield Focus in 3s. I have not done a ton of testing. To be honest, guys, I actually haven't done a ton of 3v3 since 8.1, but I'm going to be doing more January 22nd when the new arena season starts, and we get that new, the MMR system kind of fixed there. But I think a build with maybe double Battlefield and 1 Alacrity could work. I think 2 Alacrity, 1 Battlefield could work, so you could try some different variations like this. But I've really been enjoying just this all-in G-Pie controlled burn, double Battlefield, Blaster Master spec in Rogue Mage 2v2 specifically, and I really think this triple Flames of Alacrity style, where you're spam casting fireballs with Firestarter, getting the combustion cooldown reduced and really getting a lot of combust out is very viable as well. I think in compositions where you are playing with a Destruction Warlock, a spec like this can work, where you're just sitting back going for the big one-shots. Overall damage doesn't matter, pressure doesn't matter, but the one-shots do matter. Boom, this is the spec that you want to play. But in a comp like FMP, where that little tickle damage matters, overall pressure matters, then that other spec is definitely going to be doing a lot better for you. But I mean, that's pretty much the update. My stats are still haste, verse, mastery, crit, and mastery and verse are very similar as far as value here. So you can run haste, mastery, verse, crit if you want, or haste, verse, mastery, crit. I think verse is a little bit better than mastery for Fire Mage, but either of them kind of work out for you. I'm running the proc trinket and the unused trinket still. I'm running with quick navigation for the enchant, and all my gems and enchants are all just full haste. I'm at 22% haste now, which is a pretty solid number, so I don't want to get too much more. So once you're at maybe 22% haste, you can start getting more versatility as well, but pretty much maximizing haste is the play there. But that's what I've been playing, guys. I'm in Arena. Oh, it's Tuesday. I could open my weekly chest. Let's go. I'm excited. I'll do that in a little bit. But I've been playing that pretty much solely in 2v2. And 3s, like I said, I haven't done a ton since 8.1. And then in RBGs, in RBGs, I haven't done too much, but I probably would run a build like this and just go for those crazy big one-shots. But let's jump into some gameplay where we're playing this specific build, the Greater Pyroblast Controlled Burn build, in some Rogue Mage 2v2. Alright guys, jumping into this game, I'm playing some Rogue Mage 2v2 with Mage. He's an incredible rank 1 rogue. We're doing just sub-fire. Like I said, this is the Greater Pyroblast build, the build that I enjoy so much. This is actually a difficult matchup here under Ruins of Lord, where I'm fighting a Restoration Shaman and a Moonkin Druid, which a lot of the times, like, if we don't kill very quick, we're actually going to lose the game, right? We don't have the healer. If they just kind of use their defensives and recover, it's very difficult for us to reset fully, especially if they get dots up, bleeds up, then all of a sudden we can't get the we actually get fortunate enough to get the sap, and I immediately start casting the Greater Pyroblast. No time wasted here. Definitely, like, general game plan is to sap the guy we want to open on, cast the Greater Pyroblast, hold the combust for a second go that I might not have the Greater Pyroblast, hold the combust, force defensive cooldowns in the opener, and then combust for the kill. A lot of times that's what we're going to be doing. But we sap out onto the Moonkin. Greater Pyroblast and Meteor do land. Skin comes out from the Moonkin. Full kidney into the Polymorph onto the Shaman. Trinket gets cheap shotted from the Moonkin. Triple cheap shots coming out. Here the Moonkin's getting very low, and I saved on use, and I saved combustion. Now, I got beamed on that Polymorph, and Mage actually goes for the half sap there on to the Shaman, since I did get interrupted there on my cast. Mage, pays attention to my cast bar on that Polymorph, so very good of him to actually land that follow-up CC. We still have Blind, we still have Shadowy Duel, we still have Dragon's Breath, we still have my kick, we still have my Rogue's Kick. A lot of CC for the Shaman. This Moonkin's at 28% life, his skin's fading, and he has no trinket available. So this is a great opener for us. We'll actually see what happens here. Continue to cast Scorch, and this is, guys, this is why I like Searing Touch, specifically in Rogue Mage 2. Every time we get a target low, I get him low with Greater Pyro, and then when he's under 30% life, then I can spam Scorch. When I'm spamming Scorch, we're getting Hot Streak. When we're getting Hot Streak, we're getting more Pyros, and it just compounds. So it's like I'm either Greater Pyroing to get them low, or if they're low, I'm spamming Scorch to actually get the kill. So we get the blind, and the Shaman immediately Trinket Earthens, but we immediately Shadowy Duel there on the Trinket. So it was Sheep, Sap, Blind, Trinket, Shadowy Duel, and now the Moonkin's at 9% life in the Earthen Wall in bear form. Very, very, very scary moment for this Druid. They have no trinkets. We'll win in this next CC setup in 15 seconds when the Shaman is off the Sap diminishing return here. So all we have to do is survive or just kill him, but he doesn't actually go down. He gets the Spirit Link. So you can Spirit Link through Shadowy Duel. Very, very nice, solid heads-up play here from the Shaman. Knew his Druid was going to die. Can't actually see him, but they're probably in voice communication saying like, look, I'm stacked right here, just press Spirit Link. So he did, and it worked, and he gets that Spirit Link through the Shadowy Duel. Regardless, good CC there from Mage. We have 12 more seconds to turtle, but look at this, guys. Battlefield Focus procs. So much damage from that Battlefield Focus every time the Ignite's taking. Look how fast it goes down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So much consistent pressure from that and a little bit of burst. Now my Rogue's also playing Battlefield Focus, and my Rogue has a 21 stack of Battlefield, which is going to come in super handy here. Now, I think it's a very critical moment of the game. I'm going to rewind just a second. I'm casting Greater Pyroblast. The Druid is casting Cyclone onto my Temporal Shield. Right? He wants to immune the Temporal Shield, and he wants to cancel the Greater Pyro. Great clone by him. Now, the Sap has 3 seconds left on diminishing return. We're going to get the Kidney onto the Shaman into the follow-up CC, hopefully Polymorph or Ring of Frost or Sap, and then I still have the Combustion. So if we just get this go, game's over, right? I have Combust, I have On-Use Trinket, and they have no Trinkets, and the guy's 50% life, and there's Battlefield Focus, and there's Nightblade, and this game's just beyond over if we get this setup, right? So, Greater Pyroblast being casted, I get Cycloned. Now, I block the clone. Offensive blocks, a lot of the times I would not recommend, right? I would not recommend offensive blocking a lot of the times, but I don't have Trinket. The Shaman's in a Kidney Shot. The Druid's 50% life with the Battlefield, and I have Combusted on use. All we have to do is block the Cyclone, come out of the block, blink, get the Polymorph, pop Combust, kill the Druid, right? So we come out of the block, Temp brings us back to full HP, we get the full Polymorph out, pop Combust, and the Druid goes down. So this was a really solid game. In the opener, we got the Trinket from the Druid, we got the Trinket from the Shaman, we got a super long CC chain, and I didn't use Combust. In the second go, we still had Combust, we get the CC chain, we block offensively, we get the Polymorph, and we land the kill. I mean, picture perfect game here pretty much as far as how you want your games to go. Now, a lot of the times they don't go that smooth as far as finding the Druid or getting that first Greater Pyroblast or that first Sap onto the Druid. But that was just, I thought that was just a really solid matchup for maybe what to aim for in a lot of your Rogue Mage 2's games. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you did not enjoy the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs down. Now, like I said at the start of the video, talk to me down below in the comments about what you guys want to see for this upcoming year, what you guys want to see in this upcoming week as far as content. Definitely been playing a lot of my Shadow Priest, been playing a little bit of Discipline Priest, been playing a little bit of Sub Rogue. I actually have some Sub Rogue games, some Roast Master X games. If you guys want to see that, let me know. And then, of course, a lot of the Fire Mage games. I'm really excited for January 22nd when the new arena season starts. Excited to jump into a bunch of new Mage comps, maybe Mage Destra Warlock, maybe Mage Feral, Mage Rogue, Mage Ellie with Oz. So many fun comps to test and try out. So let me know what you guys want to see down below. Types of WoW content, other types of content. Definitely going to be reading the comments. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. Both of them are just at XaryuLOL, or the links are down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!